Last topic. How to get kids to pray out loud. And we have that time, especially in the grade school and 5th, 6th grade level, in which at the close of their small group time, the lights are dimmed and they gather together for prayer, and wonderful things happen. Now the same thing also happens in the preschool ages at the end of their small group time, where they gather together for prayer. Well, how do you help kids pray out loud together as a group at that time?
First thing is, I think that kids learn best by what they see and how the modeling of prayer.
Okay.
So as a shepherd, to feel relaxed and comfortable in a conversational style.
Conversational tone.
You're talking to God.
I shouldn't use my preacher's tone.
That's right.
Okay.
And just relax and how you
Okay.
would talk normally, and just model that. And kids, as they get used to that, then they're more open
Okay.
to remember that they are talking to the Lord. And even though it should be somewhat reverent in that, let's not be distracted, it's still a conversation with Jesus,
Okay.
our best friend.
What kinds of things do you get them to pray for? How do you do that?
Oftentimes, if they're praying for specific needs or personal needs, you might just ask, what are some needs that you want to be prayed for? And those are also those things that go down in the prayer list.
And are kids pretty good about bringing those things out? Do they talk about those very easily?
Some do, and it depends on, the group, how long you've been together. They're more comfortable, obviously, when they've been together for
Okay.
longer. A lot of times they'll want to pray for a family member. So if they say, so-and-so is, Aunt so-and-so is sick, and say, would you like to pray for that? And they usually say yes. If it's something that's their own personal problem, sometimes it's really touching to have someone else pray for them, and the kids are just moved to do that. So I've had, even in the 5th and 6th grade, a girl whose mother died, one of the other girls volunteered to pray for her in the small group setting. So, yeah, it was powerful. It was really neat.
That's kids really caring for each other, praying.
And when they're less experienced and they're younger, it's easier to make them really short and just complete a phrase. If we're talking about something we're thankful for, you can just prompt them with, okay, begin your line. It can be very short. I thank you, God, for, and they can complete it.
They can complete it.
And go around the circle.
And then it's okay after they go around the circle, I thank you, God, for. And if they go around the circle, you can start a new one.
Sure.
A new topic, and you can say, God, please help us with. Now, I noticed that in preschool ages, what they oftentimes will do is they will pray exactly what they heard the last person pray. We can pray for 15 sick puppies in one group. And sometimes it's helpful then to get the groups of kids and say, who would like to say thank you for God giving them their family? Okay.
So you're prompting
Yes,
a new one.
Letitia, would you? And then who would like to say thank you for God giving us Jesus? And then, now remember what you're saying thank you for? Okay, and let's all say our thank yous. And that's a way for preschool ages to have diversity with that. They get a little bit older in grade school, that's not quite as necessary, but it's still helpful, it still works. Thank yous are one category that you can have kids pray for. What other categories?
Your friends that don't know Jesus. We do
Okay.
that quite a bit. Think of one person, and you might say, Lord, help me to invite so-and-so, or I'm praying that this person would come to know Jesus.
Yeah, that's wonderful to have on a regular pattern. With sensitivity that if anyone is there who's finally come,
we could say thank you that
thank you,
Johnny's come.
Yeah, thank you that he's come, and
Right.
let him feel at home, and especially let him know today how much you love him, God, and that you're real.
It's also easy to just pray the take-home point.
Yes.
Include that in your, please Lord help us to whatever the take-home point is for that
And
day.
by the end of the lesson, the kids should know that take-home point. And when you say, who would help us pray the take-home point, that would work too. In some ages, it's appropriate as they're learning the Lord's Prayer for them to all even close together by saying the Lord's Prayer. That's another way we can learn prayer. This has been very helpful. Insights into 8 years of shepherding, Cheryl, and we thank you for your ministry. Thank you for sharing with us today.
You're welcome.